gentlemen, thank you guys so much for checking out another episode of Forsaken Pride. I'm your host, Mike Austin, and today I'm joined by a collective of people, man. Starting off with the one and only, man, the myth, the legend himself, man. Big Josh from the Lost Breed, man. Shout out to my dog, man. We out here in the Lost Breed facility out in Cromwell, Connecticut, man. We just finished the workout, and I'm also here with Shawn, Enrique, and Will Santiago, man. Today, as always, bro, we're going to talk about men's health, fitness, finances, everything under the sun of being a fucking man, a modern man, taking care of yourself, doing right by yourself, by God, you know, and just in life, man, just leveling up and doing the right thing, man.
Full transparency, baby.
Full transparency,
and keeping it as real as it can be.
Hey, Will, bro, tell them why we here, man. How did we get to this point, man?
How did we get to this point?
How did we get to this point, man?
Well, how far do you have to talk back is the question.
Hey, start from the jump. Start from like when we meet, like 5 years ago?
Yeah, so, we met 5 years ago through a fellow friend of ours, Austin Dunn. Shout out to the boy if he's watching this.
Shout out AD.
He's the reason why the three of us know each other.
Hell yeah. Yep. Hell yeah.
So to fast forward through all of that, essentially before Mike knew myself or Shawn, he met the TOB. So I'm going to pass it off to you to elaborate upon that journey.
As y'all know, man, back when I was overweight, bro, I was a huge fan of this man, and Anthony, who's out with us for this episode. Shout out to Anthony.
Shout out Anthony.
He's here in spirit, baby.
Here in spirit, man. But I was a huge fan, as you know, and I was an overweight kid looking for some motivation, bro, looking for a reason, and I came across these guys on YouTube doing some of the craziest shit I've ever fucking seen. Jumping over people at a Planet Fitness and like, what?
Speaking of that, that's bro. One of the first videos I seen you and Ant. I think Ant had jumped over you, and then I did a video.
Oh yeah, you jumped over me.
I think I seen Ant jump over a car. Then I was like, yo, we gotta go jump over a car.
When me and Shawn first met, every single workout we was like, yo, we gotta do shit like the Lost Breed, bro. We would take pictures together, and she like screaming and all that stuff, bro. And like Shawn would make me like punch him in his stomach and everything, bro. Because Ant used to punch you in your stomach.
That was crazy.
And yeah, man, like I was a big fan, and then I wanted to lose weight, and y'all were just my motivation, you know what I mean? And I picked up photography as a trade, and one day, I forget which collection it was. It was like the winter collection of like 2017 or something like that. And I noticed like, y'all, I don't know if y'all had a camera or like a really high quality iPhone at the time, but like y'all were like taking pictures against like a white wall, and I was like, yo, like maybe I can like, just offer to help, Like I don't know if I can do much better than they can because I just started this whole photography thing, but like I'm like, yo, I'll pop out for free. I'll drive 6 hours. Like y'all don't gotta worry about like paying me or anything, bro, because I'm just some dude on the internet. Y'all don't know me, But I just wanted to pull up and show love, bro. And Josh answered the email. Yeah. Josh called me on the phone and was like, yeah, bro, let's do that. You know what I mean? Like pull up, bro. Just the address and everything. And honestly, I sent that email and I didn't think I'd get an answer. I sent that email and I was like, man, fuck it, I did it, man. We'll see. It's all right, whatever. 3 days went by and I got an email back. I'm like, oh, what? Lost Breed? Lost Breed? Like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, bro, pull up, man. It's all good. When you try to come through? Damn.
There you go. That's when shoot your shot.
When am I trying to come through? And yeah, man. I mean, I popped out, bro. It was an experience, man, and we just been cool since, man. And first and foremost, bro, I just want to thank you, bro, for inviting us to your facility and showing love every fucking year since that year, man.
Sure.
I try to get out here as much as I can, but obviously I live like 6 hours away, so like it's a bit of a struggle, man. I wish I could be here more, bro. But like every single time I come up north, man, you always show me love, bro, and that's like that's super important to me, man. So I really appreciate you, everything you do, everything you've done, everything you will do, both in life and with your business and with motivation and everything socially, man. Like that's real.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that, bro. For real.
Yeah, talk to the people though, bro. Like how did all of this even happen, bro? Because the last time I seen you, we was in a different facility.
Yeah.
a lot smaller. And,
Yeah.
and it was private.
Right.
Yeah, you wouldn't let nobody in this joint, man. It was you and Ed just making content.
Right.
How did we get here? How did we get to this point?
It's been a journey, man. I'll tell you that. It's been a journey. I don't even know where to start. So many things have happened, bro. So many trials and tribulations. So many roadblocks and obstacles, bro. But I mean, one thing always stood strong, and that was just resilience. You know, just perseverance, bro, through everything, through the ups, through the downs. Just knowing that you're gonna be taken care of at the end of the day. You know, so yeah, man, we started off in a small little facility in West Hartford. It's like 20 minutes from where we at now.
Okay.
That's the spot that you guys went to.
Yeah.
And you know, every year we grew. Like the first year, we had a very small spot.
Yeah.
And then there was like a hair salon next door. So the year after that, we
Knocked
took
that
that
wall
over,
down.
knocked that wall down, and expanded to that side. Then the next year after that, there was a vacant spot in the back of that, and we took that one down. So, you know, we were able to expand every year. But it's funny because for some reason, bro, I don't know why, but we were never able to have members. Like every year we would try it. Yo, we're going to do memberships this year. Yo, we're going to do memberships. And it never happened. And it was just like all for a reason now when I look back on it. But, you know, we went through the pandemic in that space. Yeah, we had a huge flood that happened. They were fixing the roof, and it rained one day crazy. They forgot to close it up, and all of our equipment got ruined. You know what I'm saying? So a bunch of our clothes, and you know, that kind of was symbolic to what was happening in the moment.
Right.
We were going through like a weird time period, bro. Like, and we used to have a third member. He's not with us no more. During that time period, he ended up leaving the business. So with that being said, the flood kind of washed out all like the stuff that was going on, all the turmoil, all the negativity, like everything, bro. All the weird shit that was happening within the business.
It showed people's true colors and stuff.
Yeah, it showed people's true colors, and it showed us like what we had to do. It showed us like, you know, you guys are not gonna have this space any longer, so how you gonna adapt? Life is all about adapting. Everything that we face, bro. Every piece of adversity is just about how you can accomplish it, how you can come out on the other side. That's what judges. That's what builds character. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, bro, when we get judged, bro, that's what it comes down
That's
to.
what it
that
comes down
adversity
to.
and how you come out after
Hell
that.
yeah.
You know, so you know, I think like that said a lot. So you know, make a long story short, the flood came in, and you know, we put our stuff in storage for about a year. Excuse me, and we were just waiting our time, bro. Like me and Ant had to hash out a lot of bullshit internally. You know, as a business owner and starting a business with a very close friend, it gets tough.
It gets tough.
It gets tough, bro. Like I ain't gonna sit here and lie and say everything been peaches and roses this whole time. You know, we've been damn near about to fight, yelling at each other.
Nah, I bet.
Yeah. Like you know how brothers do. So. Yeah, man, it's been a journey, and
especially when y'all both so passionate about it. Yeah,
for sure, bro. Like this is our baby.
One way, Josh may want to go one way, and it's like, yeah, we both wanted to see it, but like, nigga, we need to.
Yeah, and it's like again, we talk about leaving the ego at the door, putting pride aside, and you know, being a team player and seeing things from someone else's perspective. So like, you know, that's tough, bro. Especially like when it's your friend, you know, and you know, like. As you go on, bro, a lot of people ask me this, like, would you know, yo, should I start a business with my friend? It depends. You really need to have, like, direct communication. And, you know, sometimes, bro, you fall into these patterns where you just want to make your friend happy, or, you know, you love them so much that you want to help them, or whatever the case may be, and you may do something that's not even in your character just because you want to see them win, or you want them to be successful because you love them so much. And at the end of the day, that could hurt everything. You know what I'm saying? So just being able to communicate straight up and, you know, just set boundaries, bro, from day one, job roles, everything like that, that helps, because if you don't, down the line, bro, things are going to get confusing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, it's, you know, we had to work out a lot of bullshit, and during that time period when we had the flood, it gave us the time to do that. We were able to link up and meet up and talk and hash shit out and, you know, get to the bottom of a lot of things. Again, our third partner wasn't, you know, with us no longer, so we didn't have a middleman to go and talk to. It forced us, it forced us to be in front of each other. Yo, what we doing? What we gonna do? How we gonna do this? Shit like that. So, yeah, bro, all in all, we were working out in a public gym for about a year. going to Edge, whatever the case may be, trying to get the best content we could at that time. It was tough. It was hard, bro. You can't take your shirt off in those facilities. You can't yell and scream. You can't do the things that we do or the things that we build our brand on. Just that energy. So, we had to kind of tame ourselves and, just work with what we had at the time. One day we were working out, bro, and literally got a phone call from a real estate agent, and he was like, yo, you guys aren't going to believe this. There's a spot that, the owner wants out. So we were like, what do you mean? So he kind of gave us the details. We met up with the owner. And he was like, yeah, man, I don't want to do this business anymore. Like, I want out. I'm willing to sell you guys the business outright. And we were like, okay. So, made a couple phone calls. And yeah, man, God willing, we were able to get this. Yes, sir.
Like, damn, bro. Like, it's so many trials and tribulations that goes into not only just the lost breed, but like owning a business, being a brand leader, you know what I mean, and being known for a certain quality or a certain aspect. Like when people see you, they see one half of, the brand, you know what I mean?
For sure.
So a lot of people expect so much shit out of you. So like you said, like when you're at that other gym, Edge, and y'all are still posting content and posting stories and everything. It's not like
it's not the same
as the lost breed. You know what I mean? It's like I ain't never seen you do bicep curls and come on, Shawn, let's go. Like I ain't never, bro. It was all quiet. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So it's crazy to see, the change. It's crazy to see like how things kind of not fell off, but things weren't looking so bright.
Bro, we didn't post for 6 months.
Real
talk. We didn't post for 6 months, bro.
And y'all picked yourselves back up, bro. There was literally a thread on Reddit that I saw. I was like, where the hell did TLB go?
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
A lot of people were saying that.
A lot of people
like, people still say that now.
People thought that like y'all like split. Like it was over. You know what I mean?
So what made you guys not give up during that time period? Because a lot of people during that time period, their business is like they lose their space.
Right.
They break up with their business partners. They quit.
Oh shit.
Talk about that mindset. For any young entrepreneur out there that you just spit some game to them. Like, how'd you stick through that?
Man, bro, I don't know. To answer your question, I don't know. It was just, bro, we have so much passion. We have so much passion for this brand. So much passion and love for the people that follow us. It means everything. For someone to hit us up, send us a message and say, yo, you guys motivated me, bro. You guys helped me start my brand. Yo, you guys got me in the gym. Yo, I lost 20 pounds because of your workout program. Like, because of that. That alone was just enough for us to be like, bro, let's get to this shit.
We gotta keep going.
Let's put all the bullshit aside and let's get to it. And it's like, we got love for each other, respect for each other. So it's like, once you're able to realize that, bro, and put everything aside, it's like you see the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is the lost breed, bro, the TLB fan, everybody that's following us. The community that we built along, up to this point. So that is what pushed us through,
We just went through like a whole workout, and a lot of times when you spit a game, you're giving those gems in your videos and your reels. I see that it's so genuine and it comes out so smooth, but at the same time, I love that your foundation is in God, bro. So tell me a little bit more about your upbringing, why is God so important to you?
Right. Yeah, my grandparents, they both Catholic. My grandfather was a deacon. For real. So I grew up like that, but I don't really consider myself Catholic or whatever. I kind of veer towards the Christian side a little more, just because I feel like Catholic there's rules and stuff like that. I'm gonna get into all that too crazy. But that's neither here nor there. But to say I believe in Jesus Christ. That's my Lord and Savior. And I respect all religions. I love one of my old best friends, bro. He was Muslim, so I used to watch him fast. And I would see him go through that, and I always wanted to try it. Because it's so dope. The dedication and
the
just
discipline.
The discipline, the commitment, everything, bro. So I hear different things from different religions, and I respect it all. Buddhists, they have their own way of doing stuff, and it's super dope. Muslims have their own way of doing stuff, and it's super dope. So I feel like you can take bits and pieces of different religions and implement them into your own life. You know what I'm saying, bro? Because at the end of the day, it's which one is right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I used to like wonder this shit all the time. My friend was Muslim, like I said. I'd be like, bro, when we die, am I gonna see you again? You know what I'm saying? Because if I believe in Jesus Christ
and you believe in Allah,
it's like, are we gonna meet again? You know, so like that was one thing that used to bother me. But yeah, bro. So but I love all religions, bro. I respect all of them. You know, reading books and different things like that. Like I really like everything, bro. All the different aspects of it.
So 2 things really stuck out to me.
During the workout?
What you just said, right? And I have a question about to all of us, to all of you guys.
Okay.
What is your definition of like, a high value man, or because that's a topic that's real popular right now. Like, what's your definition of becoming the best version of yourself? Like, and then another topic that stuck out to me is discipline.
Yeah. My favorite word.
Give me your definition on like what is discipline to you, and like what does it mean to be the best version of yourself, and why is it important to focus on yourself? Like, why is that important to you?
Yeah, so I could talk more so from the discipline aspect. So when it comes to really honing in on whether it be a goal, something that you're trying to manifest, it really boils down to dialing things in one day at a time, right? Oftentimes people, they try to go too far and deep and they try to do a little bit too much too soon. However, what they tend to fail to realize, it's the little things that compound over time that'll then eventually manifest into that bigger thing. So it really just comes down to making those small habits over time, no matter how small it is. It could be something as little as, all right, I'm not gonna, like, let's say you're trying to lose weight, all right, I'm not gonna have that chocolate bar no more, right? I'm gonna sub it out for something else.
Right.
And then from
Still
there,
want something sweet.
You still want something sweet,
but I'm not gonna have that.
you're not gonna have that. Maybe you pick up an apple instead.
Right.
You know?
Rice cake.
Rice cake. You wanna get some carbs in or something. You know. But and the fact of discipline, it really just comes down to that, and then just staying consistent. They kind of go hand in hand, the discipline and doing it over and over again, until it becomes automatic.
Sure. You read the compound effect?
I was just about to plug that.
I was just about to talk about that joint.
Yeah, that joint is fire.
I haven't read it, but I've heard about it.
That's everything you're saying. That's what he talks about.
You're saying, like, verbatim, what's in the compound effect.
There you go.
Discipline is my favorite word, man, because it's like I have a list of tasks to do every single day, right? One of them, because we're in a gym, so one of them being is go to the gym, right? It's the last thing I want to do on the list. You know what I mean? However, it must get done, right? 3 years ago, I wanted to lose weight, and I looked at all 3 of you for guidance on how to lose weight. I bought like 5 lost breed programs. I jumped on Shawn's program. I jumped on your program, Will. You know what I mean? And then obviously I saw results, but the last thing I ever wanted to do was hit the gym. Yeah, I needed to lose weight, but I was lazy as fuck. You know what I mean? And like I was just like, bro, I'm not trying to. Like I know what I need to do, but I don't want to do it. Discipline to me is easy. Discipline to me is doing what I must. Whether I want to do that shit or not.
So let me ask you something, Mike. What was it within your journey, right? When was that moment that the switch finally happened? Right, so we're about to get a little bit real.
Yeah, we gotta get real.
This could be a little deep dive into Mike's own journey.
Yeah, we got it, bro. So Josh don't know this part, right?
Josh, this is the part. This
is the part you don't know. This is some new shit, right?
This is gonna get a little deep. So, Mike, yes, he did buy several programs from TLB. However, it was a whole up and down journey when it came to the weight loss. Maybe we started off 250, maybe got down to 220, went back up to 230.
Shit, I don't even think I got down to 220.
I
think I start at my heaviest. I was like 256, right? And I got down by myself 252. By myself.
And then, I remember specifically when you told me, like, oh yeah, bro, Shawn's gonna start programming for me. And I remember him sending you the workouts, and I remember you asking me questions about the workouts Shawn sent me. Like, yo, Will, why Shawn has me doing this? I'm like, I don't know, ask Shawn.
Shawn, your coach,
He's your coach, bro. Why you asking me?
Like,
I'm not your coach.
What the fuck are you talking to me, bro?
So tell us also the people. When did the switch happen, bro?
The switch happened, bro, and this is real shit, right? Within 6 months, I was in the hospital 8 times.
Damn.
I had like really, really bad chest pain, blurry eyes, like I had tingly, numb fingers and things. My mom doesn't live with me at home. She moved out when I was 17. So I haven't lived with my mom in like 7 years. But she came and visited one day, and this day just so happened I had the worst chest pain I've ever experienced in my life. Like I'm literally like in the fetal position on the floor, like crying. And my mom was like, "Baby, what's wrong? Michael, what's going on? What's wrong?" And I was like, "I don't know. My chest hurts. My chest really, really hurts." So she calls 911. The ambulance comes. They are confused. They don't know what the fuck is happening. And when you go to the hospital, you gotta like check in and like talk to the registered nurse or whatever their title is, name, address, insurance card, all that stuff. So me and my mom are standing like how me and Josh are like side by side, right? As I'm literally telling her my address, I feel my heart stop. Whoa! I feel my heart stop, and I just remember mom, and everything goes black. Everything goes black. I wake up an unprecedented amount of time later in a hospital bed, wires and IVs all plugged into my arm and EKGs on my chest and everything. And I'm like, what happened? Where's my mom? And like my mom is like in the corner crying and like just loud, like really like, bro, like if y'all ever heard your mom cry, bro, y'all know like that shit, that's pain, you know. I died for 37 seconds.
Wow.
And my doctor was like, yo, like, you're 20, I think I was like 23, 24, you know? And he was like, oh, you're a young man, bro. You are severely overweight for your frame, you know? 250 on some people looks great, you know? 300 on some people looks phenomenal, but for, you know, my skeletal frame and like just the way that my body is and my genetics, like it's not meant for me. It's not built for me. And I literally had one option. Like my doctor literally said, lose weight or die. You need to lose weight or you're gonna die. Simple. So that switch was like, I had no choice, you know.
And, so I want you to speak on, because a lot of times, we were speaking about this off camera, right? We're talking about people want to get into this fitness industry, become a coach, and they're always asking because you can make money in it, but you have to have the intention of actually wanting to
you really got to do this shit.
Aspire to inspire other people and actually impact people's lives, and this has been one of the greatest blessings in my life. But my question to you is how does somebody get to the point of making that mindset shift before it gets
that bad,
right? Because you don't want to get to the point to where you die for 37 seconds, right? Because some people are not going to be blessed to be able to tell
come back. To come back.
So what do you tell somebody?
Like before it gets to that point.
How do you make that shift? What do you got to do? I think it goes back to that word discipline. Discipline is doing what you're supposed to do, whether you feel like it or not.
And like, you get one body. When I was playing football when I was a kid, I didn't understand this shit when I was 11. But my coach was always like, bro, like you get one shot. And I thought he was talking about like going to fucking championships and going to playoffs and shit. But Coach Beslow was like, no, like you get one shot. And that didn't resonate with me until tens of years later, So it's like when you're obese like I was, it's like, bro, life ain't a fucking video game, bro. This ain't Mario Kart, nigga. You don't die and fall off the map and then just respawn, bro. This ain't Call of Duty, bro. You know what I mean? Like, live fully, live honestly, live for yourself, and if not living for yourself, live for your family. Live for your loved ones, But in order to do that, you have to be healthy. You know what I mean? You can't be 23 years old, severely overweight, and dying because you're too selfish to stop going to Burger King. You're too selfish with like, oh, I don't want to stop eating Chick-fil-A, and I don't want to stop drinking extra large Cokes and big gulps at 7-Eleven. You know what I mean? So for me, I was super selfish, I was careless, and I always, even Will told me, I always talked about losing weight, I always talked about wanting to lose weight, and Will was like, bro, you don't want that shit for real, bro. You've been talking to me about the same shit for 3 years, bro. Josh was one of the first people, that's one of the first people, when I first met him, the first day I met him, I was like, yeah, bro, like, I'm thinking about starting this YouTube channel called Fat to Fit. what do you think? He's like, I mean, bro, I don't know you, nigga. Like, just do it. Like, you know?
There's three different types of people in this world, bro. There's doers, there's dreamers, and there's drifters, right? So a doer is someone that understands that God gives you an opportunity. Every day is an opportunity for you to get better, for you to take action, right? So he's going to show you doors, give you opportunities, but he's not going to take the action for you. You have to do it, right? Then there's drifters. Drifters are people that go with the flow and they doing whatever, and you know, just
the worst.
Exactly.
Those are the worst ones. Those are the worst ones.
Dreamers are people that just watch people live their dreams out, and they just there's this thing that's called like it's like where you just watch YouTube videos on people and like you just live through them
vicariously through them. Yeah.
And I want Josh to get
that's kind of what I was doing with y'all, bro. That's kind of what I was doing all three of y'all.
What does it mean, like, to be the best version of yourself? Because to me, the best version of yourself is the one with parameters. It's the one with discipline. It's the one that's focusing on pouring into yourself. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything, right? So you got to start with yourself, which is the foundation for your life, right? And by giving yourself excellence, you're able to give your faith excellence. You're able to give your family relationships, your personal relationships, your financial discipline, you know, your focus to whatever it is, your business, whatever that opportunity is that you have in your life. So can you speak on that, Josh?
I was going to say, like, all in all, like, before you get into it, it's like, all in all, I want people to know still that, like, you're human, you know? Like, no one's ever going to be perfect, you know?
Never.
But, like...
That's not the goal.
Yeah, it's not the goal, but, like, fucking do the shit, though. Like, don't let that scare you. Don't let that push you away, like, oh, I have to do everything 100% of the time. That's not fucking possible. You know?
Nah, bro, you don't even want to do that.
Yeah.
Because if you did that, you would never learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you would never lose. You only learn through losing.
Yeah, you wouldn't learn no lessons.
For real. For real. If you never failed, you would never know what to do and what not to do. So you can't, you know, that's not even ideal. That's not even possible. You know, so like, yeah, bro, to be the best version of yourself, I think mind, body, and soul. I think tapping into each of those, you know, that's huge. And like you said, pouring back into yourself, like me doing, you know, entering this bodybuilding journey, I feel like I've been able to pour back into myself. I don't depend on my girl to cook. I do the cooking, you know what I'm saying? The cleaning, all that shit.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah, on my time, you know, and, you know, just the more you pour into yourself, bro, I feel like the more respect and more love you show to God, too. Because he's like, bro, like, you showing him, yo, I'm doing this for myself. Yeah, he wants you to do this.
You gave me the smile.
Yeah, and at the same time, like, the more you pour into yourself, the more you're able to pour into other people. You know, if you're not right yourself, you can't, if you don't love yourself, bro, you can't give love to somebody else.
People,
Your cup gonna be empty.
Exactly.
Now, you know,
can't pour from an empty cup, bro.
You can't, bro. So like that's the biggest thing, you know. And self-love is huge. I read this book called Lovability, and it really changed my outlook on everything. My girl gave it to me. She didn't even let me post it on Instagram. She was like, "Don't tell nobody about this." She was like, "This is what." But nah, bro. Some people gotta know though, because bro, it really changed my perspective on a lot of things. And yeah, self-love was like one of the main topics. And there's so many like levels, and there's so many definitions of it, and there's so many ways to do it. You know, the gym is just one aspect, but there's so many other ways, and through those other ways, I've been able to get out of the bullshit that I was going through, dealing with anxiety and depression and going through, you know, these hard times. You know what I'm saying, bro? So like, I'm still in therapy now. I go to therapy every 2 weeks. My girl's a therapist, so being able to talk to her is like, is amazing. You know, she probably helped me more than my therapist. You know,
you got double the help, bro.
Yeah.
You got double the help.
I like that you bring up therapy, bro, because I'm gonna just speak from, you know, just our culture in general. We look at therapy like, yo, that shit weird, bro.
Yeah, especially young men.
Soft, bro.
Yeah,
Why you a bitch?
Yeah, I know.
Especially
young men.
Exactly.
I know. Yeah.
So like, how has that impacted you, man? Like, you know, overall, like, and for somebody that, because I've been thinking about going to therapy.
Go to therapy.
I keep on thinking about it.
Go to therapy.
Like, yo, you saw,
bro, you can have the full therapy, bro. Just go to fucking therapy.
I'm gonna say it here.
I'm gonna start cussing more.
So that way, you know what I'm saying?
So you know I'm serious.
You guys can hold me accountable, and all you guys can hold me accountable.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna start going to therapy, and you know, Josh was just telling me it's like a workout for your emotions and for your mind. So
your mind's muscle, like Josh said, bro. You know,
so
you got all this going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your mind got to be strong too, bro. You know what I mean?
So I think a lot of people can kind of resonate with where I come from, especially as men. We try to young men specifically try to act like you got it all together all the time, and like
because honestly, bro, like that's kind of how like in this generation, well, mostly all generations up to this point, that's how young men were raised. Be tough, don't cry. You know what I mean? Like you can't show emotion. You be a provider.
That's
you
right.
Be an alpha male.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's terrible.
And it's like,
I never want to raise my son like that.
Yeah, bro. And it's like, oh, if you cry, shed a tear, or something hurts your feelings, you're weak, you're soft, bro.
That's
like,
terrible.
You know,
whoever came up with that, bro, that's awful.
And if I'm being real, bro, that's why I mean, bro, men have the highest suicide rate.
I was just thinking about that, yeah.
Half of a million men every single year kill themselves. Myself almost being one of them several times. You know.
Yeah.
And you know, like I get really personal about shit like that, bro, because it's like, you know, I mean, it's nothing against my mom, you know, but I'm her only child, and I'm her son, you know what I mean? So, I come from a family of all women. I'm the oldest boy out of all of my cousins, right? And I grew up majority of my life without my dad. Like, I met my dad when I was 13, but I ain't really get to know him until I was 21. And at that point, I'm already grown, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need my dad at that point, you know? And he and I had a conversation, and it was the first time I've seen any man besides myself cry, you know? Because my girlfriend was like, yo, like, I really want to meet your father. Like, I know your mom's side of your family. I've been around them, but, like, you never talk about your dad. I was like, you really shit to talk about, you know? And she's like, oh, I mean, I just want to meet him. I just want to meet him. I'm like, all right, bro, I'll call the nigga, bro. I'll see what's up. She's like, whoa, you had this nigga number the whole time? You just never hit him up? I'm like, oh, he never hit me up, you know? But, you know, when I went up to him, he was so happy. Oh, hey, son, what's going on, man? How you doing, man? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, yo, where the fuck was you at, man? Straight like that. I didn't want to have no conversation. I didn't want to act like everything was cool, because I had some hard times, bro, you know? I watched my mom scrub toilets to raise me, you know what I mean? I watched my mom go to 3 jobs that she hated for 21 years, you know, to put food in my stomach, you know? And you out here in Atlanta in this nice-ass house with your wife and her stepson, you got 5 kids, you ain't raised none of us, but you won't raise this nigga, you know? And it was the first time I really, like, let out my emotions, you know? And when I started crying, I was like, fuck, bro, let me stop being weak, you know? Because that's just how young men are raised. Like, oh shit, no, let me tone down my emotions, because I ain't no soft nigga, I ain't no bitch, and all this other stuff. But then I realized, like, nah, bro, I needed to let that shit out.
It's a release.
I needed to let that shit out, yeah?
Yeah, it's a release, bro.
Last 2-3 years been super crazy for me, bro. So,
Talk about it, bro.
So, I've never met my biological donor. He's not my father. I don't call him my dad. I never met him. I've spoken to him on the phone. He's been in jail like my entire life, so I don't know him. All I know is I look like him. I come from a great family, bro. I have a great father. So like stuff like this is real tough for me to talk about, because it feels like I'm messing with my loyalty to my pops. That's my dad's my best friend, my first best friend. And so this past year, bro, I met my brother, somebody that shares the same blood as me, my sister. I have two sisters and 3 brothers. And my brother is like dark, he's like very
he's dark, yeah.
I got a
light skin nigga,
she's
like Will.
older than me, bro, by 3 months, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll try not to cry with you, bro.
It's all good, bro. It's all good, bro.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, man. That's how you feel, bro.
But I say all that to bring up, so Jesus is a really big part of my life, right? And Jesus can forgive me for all the sins and all the bad things that I've done in my life.
You can forgive him.
Why can't I forgive my father? And I'm trying to separate the stuff that happened that didn't have to do with me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm learning how important and impactful forgiveness is, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just growing, man. I'm only 25, bro, so I'm learning. I'm learning go to.
Yeah, you got it, bro. Because like when I had that heart to heart with my dad, 11 o'clock at night at his house in his driveway, didn't even shake his hand and walk in the house. Like that's the first thing I said. As soon as I seen that nigga, I was like, "Where the fuck was that?" You know. But as I was having that conversation, I was like, "Look, man, like I forgive you. You know, I want to know why you weren't around, but you know, like I forgive you for not being around because I'm a grown man now, bro. I done learned how to shave, bro. I done fucked some bitches, nigga. I done learned how to drive, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying, nigga?
You done become a whole man.
I got a couple tattoos, nigga. My voice deeper than yours, nigga. I got a full beard. Like I don't need a dad now, but it's like, you know, like I still wanted to know what happened. But I was like, hey, like, no matter what you say, even, bro, you can sit here and blame my mother, bro, and just put it all on her. But no matter what you say, it's good.
Yeah,
you know, it's good. You know, we ain't got to be best friends. We ain't got to be buddy. I don't got to be like, oh, dad, calling you on the phone and shit like that. Like, I can acknowledge you, but, you know, I'm not going to, you know, go too far into it, you know, because some things you can't control, you know. You weren't, whatever, I don't know the situation with your mom and your biological, you know what I mean? But like, unfortunately, you didn't really have anything to do with that, you know?
Bro, I think everything happens for a reason. You know, I had a great upbringing, bro. I lived in Germany. I went to high school in Japan, bro.
Yeah,
like,
you lived a life, man.
I had a great life, man. So like, there's another thing. It's like, it goes back to the thing about just blocking stuff off. Like, why do I want to revisit that trauma
but also,
and like make myself cry?
But also, if I could cut
life.
you off for a second, right? This, I don't like to say the word revenge, but this is the ultimate revenge for you because you're a successful young man. You know, you're a great guy. You're one of my closest friends. If you ever do decide to meet him, right? You don't need to show it off in a sense of like, oh, look at me, I'm flashy, I'm this, I'm that. But like, look what I have become without you. You know?
Wow, I don't feel like I need to do
But
that.
no, it's not a gloating thing, but it's more for yourself. Like, yes, I am curious about you. Yes, I had questions. And like nobody ever really explained anything to me. But I become a man. I become a father. I become a husband without you, and a great one at that.
More so, I think my intention, I think when I get to that point is to let them know that I forgive them. And I understand that people make mistakes, and when I brought that whole topic up to talk about how people mess up in life, man. People mess up, and you can take the positive things from people's lives and understand that people are going to mess up again. Everybody's going to sin. Everybody's going to, mess up and just, say the wrong things sometimes. I'm guilty of it myself, so why can't I forgive? So I don't want to go too deep. I don't want to.
But also, you don't want to hold.
No,
you don't. No, you don't want to hold grudges, though, bro. And honestly, bro, it's your truth, bro. A lot of the time, bro, like past episodes and shit, when I'm on here with like Justin and Vince and shit, bro, I be using this shit as my therapy too, bro. So I get it. I get it, man. You know, but we all got daddy issues, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to put Will on Front Street. I don't want to put Josh on Front Street, but we've had some conversations. You know what I mean? Everybody's got something, some deeper than others, but,
Bro, I think one of the hardest things in life to do is forgive somebody.
Hell yeah.
That shit is hard.
It's difficult.
Like, I've had many sessions just talking about how do I do this. And, like, my girl put a lot of things in perspective for me. It's just saying, like, it's not about them. It's just about you. It's not about them. You're not doing it for them. You know what I'm saying? So when you feel like, nah, like, fuck that person. Like, nah, bro. Like,
you can't say it. I'm say it.
Right,
that
no,
nigga.
I know. That's what I'm
trying
saying.
not to say it.
No, I know.
I'm trying not to say it.
I know.
That's how I feel. Like, I feel it's like
yeah.
fuck that nigga, because I have a dad. I have a stable family. I don't want to. I'm really big on loyalty, bro.
Of course.
I'm so loyal to my thing. That's my best friend.
Yeah.
But,
Nah, for sure. So you saying that, is it like kind of like your stepdad?
Yeah, but I don't like saying that's my dad.
Right. No, I have a similar situation.
That's my dad. Like, that's
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
So he raised you.
Yeah.
He raised me. That's
Right.
That's
You know him
dad.
since day one?
That's my dad.
day one,
That's
yeah.
my dad.
Yeah.
He was 6 months. That's my dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I feel you. My stepdad came into the picture, I think I was 3 or 4.
My stepdad came when I was 1.
My mom and my dad, they split up. My dad cheated on my mom, whatever. Young shit, you know. but they weren't ever meant to be together. Yo, my dad is the craziest person I ever met in my life. I'm dead ass. Like, if y'all met him, yo, he's nuts. But anyways, that's
when I met him. I think he was more.
You
tame.
met him?
Yeah, bro. The first time I met you, I met your dad. I met y'all niggas at the same time.
Yeah, nah, he's crazy, but bro,
I think he was more tame, but he was a little wild, bro.
He's crazy.
Wild.
But no, my stepdad raised me too. He put me through college. You know what I'm saying? He still helps me to this day, bro. Like with everything, bro. So like, I know what you mean.
And you know what's crazy is that I'm in the same predicament right now.
Your stepdad.
I'm a stepdad.
Yeah,
It's crazy. I put myself in the same predicament.
Full circle.
Yeah.
How about that?
So we were having a conversation the other day about. I don't know. You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
We were talking about when we was walking.
I don't give a fuck, bro. Say that shit. Say that shit.
Come on, get real.
Come on, man.
It's about to get real.
Come on, man. I have no secrets, bro.
No secrets.
No secrets, bro.
Nah, because I don't.
Come on,
it's
bro.
not aligned with your brand. I don't want to say that.
For my brand. Forsaken Pride?
No, but with his shit too.
Oh.
I don't want to fuck his shit.
What you gonna talk about? How I don't want to get married?
Nah.
How I wouldn't raise a
How
child that's not mine?
How do we want to bring that up, though? How do we want to say it?
How I wouldn't raise a child that's not mine? It's not that I hate kids. I love kids. Big Mike love kids, bro. I love kids. I got hella nieces and nephews, bro.
Hey,
you know what I mean? And again, like, I was raised by my stepfather. My stepfather came around when I was 1 year old, you know, and has been with me for 26 years of my life. Well, now 27, but he's been around 26, you know what I mean? He's always done right by my mom. As far as I know, they've never had a single fucking argument. I've never seen him raise his voice. I've never even seen him get mad at my mom. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, Sandra Austin is a lot to deal with, bro. I just seen that nigga be calm, copacetic. All right, baby, okay, you know. Willie a cool ass nigga, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful and thankful that, you know, he has 2 children of his own. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful that he took me as his own son and raised me and, you know, got me through high school, put me in sports. Because again, I'm my mom's only kid, so I was doing like girly shit. You know what I mean?
What you mean you was doing girly shit?
I was doing girly shit.
I don't know
bro.
that much.
Explain.
Like going with my mom shopping and like helping her like trying on clothes and shit. I used to be.
You was wearing heels?
Nah, I didn't wear heels, but like I was a kid model and shit. Like I had to go to what's called Barbizon, which is like a modeling school for kids and shit. Yeah.
That's fire.
What's girly about that?
Yeah.
Well, they made me put on like makeup and.
That's not too bad.
No, I got hella
I
pictures.
was just about to say like you was.
This nigga, yeah, I ain't gay. I wouldn't play with Barbie dolls and shit. No.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Well, yeah, it's
cool,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? But I was no. But I was doing like shit that like a traditional boy growing up didn't do.
So
to this
you were
day.
saying you was metrosexual.
I've been called metrosexual to this day, bro. Yeah. And boys play basketball and football and soccer and go outside and shit, you know.
Yeah.
My uncles literally had to force my mom to make me play sports because she was like, no, he's my baby. I'm just gonna keep him in the house and he's gonna stay with me, you know.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't necessarily say feminine, but like I couldn't do masculine shit, you know. And you know, Willie brought that out of me and you know, taught me and showed me the foundations of being a man and everything. And I'll always be grateful to him for that, you know. But me personally, bro, I've dated women who have children, you know. I can't do it, bro. Something in me is just like, it's like a barrier. Like again, I love kids, bro. Like I'll sit there, I play with the kids, bro. I've sat there, my ex-girlfriend, bro, I sat there and braided her daughter's hair. And her kid used to call me dad and papa and all that shit, you know. But it was just something in me that was just like,
Well, you think that
I
it's
couldn't
some
do it.
form
I
of,
couldn't do it long term.
You think it's some form of trauma that might be manifesting there that you're unaware of?
Maybe something I'm not aware of. Yeah. What that trauma is, I have no idea. Because again, like I want my own kids. You know, I want my own son.
Respectfully so.
And I respect men. Like,
you saying like?
Go ahead.
You saying you don't want to date a girl with a
child?
With a child.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I
Yeah.
thought you saying like you don't want a kid. I'm like,
No. But I would love to have my own children.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love to have a son. Love to have a daughter. You know what I mean? Shit, bro. Hop one out today. I'm good. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like I've dated girls who have kids, and they children gravitate towards me, and I'm just like, stay over here. You know, like I can't do it long term, bro. can't do it long term. It's just a wall. I don't know.
Yeah, bro. Everybody got different perspective.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
Cool.
Why was you shy to talk about that, nigga?
No, that's not even
What was you gonna talk about, bro?
what I was gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Was when we were talking about, maybe we were just talking about it in there. We were talking about how. All right, let's just bring it up like this, so that way we can put the name and the title, and get some more views and things. Let's talk about Andrew Tate.
Okay.
Let's bring up Andrew Tate.
Okay.
Let's talk about.
Treading dangerous waters.
I don't know. Do you want to do this?
No, fuck it, bro. You already said
I'm
the
new to
name,
this
bro.
podcast.
Say that shit, bro.
So, let's talk about being loyal versus being. I don't fucking know. Let's talk about. Go ahead. I want to bring it up in a respectful way.
I'm gonna preface this by saying black men don't cheat. You know what I mean?
Tell me.
However, you ain't let me finish. This nigga not gonna let me finish.
It's about to get interesting.
I'm very honest with my women. Very honest.
Let's ask Josh's opinion.
I'm very honest with my women. Women. Very honest. I'm very honest.
Oh man.
I don't lie. I don't cheat. I don't hide it. Like, hey, like, this is what I'm doing, you know. Or if it's 12 o'clock at night, packing up my bag to go somewhere, oh, Michael, babe, where are you going? I'll tell you. Might not like what I say. So if you know you're not going to like what I tell you I'm going,
Might not let
you probably shouldn't ask.
Crazy.
You probably shouldn't ask.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh.
So how was your trip in New York? I mean, it was good. I hung out with the guys and everything. Really, you didn't see any girls at all? Look, hold on. Now, I can tell you, but you might not like what you hear. It's not cheating though.
Eh,
Not cheating though.
it's not cheating if you're honest.
Things are open.
It's open.
Things are open. Yeah.
William, what do you think?
William is crazy.
William,
William is wild.
what do you mean? What do I think?
Like-
Ask me a more direct question.
Yeah, man. Shawn be tiptoeing.
Ask me a direct question. You could be lying to me.
So, do you think it's right? Is it right?
Is what right?
I don't think it's right, bro.
So say it, nigga.
For a man to have more than one woman.
I don't know. I grew up with all the men in my family. All of them messed up, bro. And that's what I was kind of getting at earlier was I'm taking the good from all great dads, bro.
Yeah.
Horrible in relationship, bro. And I'm trying to be different. I'm trying to make it cool to be a nerd. I'm trying to make it cool to be good at school, be a own businesses, to be faithful to the one woman, to be a great father. And it just goes against my morals and my principles to step out. I mean, I'm saying whenever I do something, I'm going to do it the right way, right? And to me, the right way is based off of what I see in the Bible. And I just don't condone it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But before you speak, I actually wanna.
Okay.
I wanna You can have your rebuttal. I just wanna respond from what I feel and what I think, and also I wanna add in a little.
Be real, bro.
A little
Everybody
something
just be
extra.
real, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be as real as I can be, right? Me myself, I'm as loyal as I can be. I've been with the same girl almost 5 years now, right? Never stepped out on her once. Have I had the opportunity to? Yes. And I'll say that outright. Did I? No. Because I felt that it was within myself and my morals to stay disciplined with my relationship, right? Because I've been done dirty in the past, right? I was lied to and deceived, and I know what it feels like firsthand to have that done to me, so I would never want to reciprocate that upon another individual. That being said, I will say this. I was in Dubai sometime last year. I was there for about a week. Had an interesting conversation with the tour guide. He was explaining to me how those polygamous relationships work, at least under their religion, right? So the way their rules go by is a man is entitled to as many women as he wants, as long as he's able to provide for each and every one of them equally, and as long as the first woman is able to approve of the second, and the second and the first are able to approve the third, and so on and so forth, right? So it ends up becoming almost like just layers and layers on top of one another.
And this is their religion.
And this falls under their religion. That being said, also all falls on the man. So more women, more money, more problems. Essentially,
you gotta be a rich nigga, man.
You really have to have it like that.
Like
according to them.
for me, I wouldn't say that I have multiple women. Right now, I've been with my girl 12 years. Love girl, love her. However, and she knows I love women. She knows I love women. And she knows that some women love me. But also, like, my mentality is, right, it's like, for most of my life until I was about 19, I was a super skinny kid, right? And then I got fat. Only now am I in decent shape, or better than the average guy, when I'm in good shape, I'm in good standing financially, I do okay for myself, you know what I mean? So only the past year and a half is when I've experienced what probably you all have experienced in high school and coming up and, being just, young and available, right? I'd be crazy if I turned down girls that quite literally, like, in my dreams, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, I wish I could have a chick like that. And lo and behold, a chick like that wants me back now. I'd be dumb as shit if I ain't fuck that chick. I'd be dumb as shit.
I got a rebuttal.
This nigga about to read a J. Cole quote.
So I told you my favorite rapper is J. Cole, right? And it's for a good reason, right? So he has a song, and the song is She Gonna Pop, right? And one of the lines in this verse is something that sticks with me, has stuck with me forever, right? And I heard it probably when I was like 16. So before I say that, or before I say this, yes, I understand what you're saying. Yes, like, bro, I get opportunities every day, everywhere we go, bro. One time I took Gabby on a date in DC, and bro, literally, I walked my girl to the bathroom. She went into the bathroom. The girl waited till she closed the door. Literally, she saw me kiss this my fiance. Yeah. And
got a ring on your finger, all that.
Literally, bro, I'm not even married yet, and I wear my shit. And she trying, right? But I stick to my, I just stick to myself because
at that point, bro, it's just too hot, bro. It's just too hot.
Oh my goodness.
This guy's crazy. All right, so
anyway, the bathroom.
The bar is. So listen. The bar is.
Shawty, slide your little Instagram. I'm gonna get right when you went.
Oh my goodness.
Bitch in the bathroom.
This guy tripping. So listen. I swear, if niggas put half of what they put in chasing ass into a crab, by now you famous and rich. But I get, you rather lay with a bitch first. You play with her pussy and let her play with your dick.
Yeah. I don't chase bitches though.
Bro, if
these bitches come to me,
put half of the effort that they put into females, these niggas will be rich. And it's not even about being rich, but it's not rich. Not rich in just monetary terms. You can be rich in spirit. You can be rich in being a father, bro. Like, that's so much more important to me.
Let's ask Josh, right? So, like, being that you've been in a long-term relationship, right, for seemingly most of your career as a brand leader, how has that been, like, I hope I'm saying this right, like, to focus more on your goals and, like, how has that, like, worked out for you, like, financially and, like, as far as building the brand and, like, everything in, like, your personal life, being that, you're a loyal man, you've been with your girl for a long time, I've met your girl, she's amazing, you know what I mean, versus men who, run around and chase pussy, and deter from their girl goals and deter from their purpose, You as somebody who's tied down and loyal, like, what would you say, like, the differences are?
I mean,
you versus them.
Bro, it's just staying focused. It's so easy to lose focus. Like when you chase women, bro, you're never going to end up in a good situation or a good headspace or good energy. Let's just start there. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I always felt like, even listening to Nip, bro, like, always just focus on his grind and his goals. And, like, he says it all the time, man. I ain't even trying to chase no chick. I ain't even doing this, doing that. So, like, I always just took that approach, bro. Like, that's never been a thing for me. I've never, like, tried to reach out to mad girls and this, that, and the third. Like, I've never been interested in that. I've always been focused on what I wanted to do. I always had a dream, had a vision, and wanted to attack it as best as I could. And I knew that women would be a distraction. I knew that would take me off of my path. Like, I knew that would never be a good thing. Preacher. You know, and just being with my girl, like, bro, it's so important, bro. Like, to have someone there for you when no one else would be. You know, to have that person to fall back on, to have that person you could be vulnerable with. My girl's my best friend.
Yeah, you know for it.
Yeah, she my best friend. Yeah. Like, you feel me? Yeah. So it's like, bro, no one can replace that. Yeah. I don't care if a girl is bad or whatever. That shit don't mean shit. You know, like, the connection that me and her have is spiritual. You know what I'm saying? It's not physical. That shit is spiritual. Like, and,
that's real.
You know, we build every single day. That's real. We build every day. So, like, I wouldn't even want to entertain that with somebody else. Like, I wouldn't even think about it. Bro, I don't watch porn. I don't jerk off. I don't do that shit. I don't even make it. Yo, it's not an option. I don't do that when you make shit not an option, bro, you don't do it. It's like, yo, bro, I'm not even entertaining this. Yeah, bro. Like, entertaining another woman is not even an option. I won't even think about that shit, bro. Like, that's so far away from what I'm on right now. Like, real talk, bro.
I don't do that shit.
Like I said, go listen to Is She Gonna Pop by Nick.
Is She Gonna Pop?
Yeah.
That's a bar right there.
Nah, it's definitely a bar, bro.
Let's talk about the...
Nah, niggas definitely ain't.
Yeah, let's go.
Niggas definitely ain't on that wild shit, bro. We ain't on that shit, nigga. I ain't want to say jerking off on this.
Hey, bro, that's real. Whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. I did the retention too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Did the retention, bro.
You did semen retention?
I did semen retention.
I got a question on that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, this nigga ain't got no impulse control. Nigga Shawn be fucking, he gotta let it out.
Hey, bro, even when I wasn't with my girl, bro, we moved to Cali in 2016. Me and my girl split. Bro, I was celibate for a year.
Oh, shit.
Wow. Real talk. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't jerking nothing. We talking nothing. Cold turkey.
That's kind of crazy.
I'm different.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm different.
Crazy.
I ain't gonna lie,
different,
bro,
man.
when I be in that joint, bro, it's hard to not.
No, of course. But like, yo, like,
That joint,
bro, I'm saying though,
hey,
like,
shut up, Gabby, nigga.
Yeah, you stupid.
I love you, baby.
Hey, you're so funny ass nigga.
Nah, bro,
oh my
that's
God.
funny. That's what I'm saying. I did that for a year. You know what I mean? I practiced that. I did that.
So you in that joint, and then you just like
pull out, nigga, and stop,
so
nigga.
You don't get yours?
It's called edging.
There was times, bro. There was times, but like I'm saying, like when I really
men try to seek a relationship or some form of dynamic that they feel like they need a control or have complete control over, that they dictate everything, and essentially the woman has no say. I think it almost comes as a sense of insecurity from the man, in my opinion. Mainly because
lame niggas.
No.
Have no power.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like and this is more so me speaking from the man feature, right? As a man, you shouldn't have to feel the need to impose your will, boss a chick around. It should just happen second naturally, right? She should just be able to follow and vibe with your energy and your path. Right? It should just be second nature. It shouldn't have to be imposed, or you shouldn't have to actively have to search for that.
That's probably not the
right person. It should just come. Yeah, it should. Yeah, honestly, it's probably not the. It's probably not the right person for you. Not the right vibe. Not the right chemistry. You know what I mean?
What do you think, bro?
I mean, I don't believe in like those gender roles. You know, like a woman gotta cook and clean. Like, I don't believe in none of that. Like I believe like women are the most powerful creatures on this earth. Like I think women should be president. Like for real, because bro, like like they can think and multitask and do mad shit that we can't.
Yeah.
You know, like I've never looked at a woman and be like, oh nah, that's a woman or a girl, like she can't do this and that. Like nah, fuck that, bro. They more powerful than we are. I say that wholeheartedly. I'm serious, bro, for real. But yeah, man, I definitely agree with you. And a lot of people they stay in relationships because they are codependent on each other, whether it's finances, whether it's security, or whether it's just fear of the unknown. People just stay in relationships. They stay in jobs that they don't like. They stay in relationships that they don't love the other person. They just there because they're used to it, and they're there because you know it's they don't want to experience change. You know, so people just stay stagnant. You know, and that's not good, bro. That's terrible.
So I want to talk about what you just talked about, being stagnant and complacency.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. So,
Might have reference to that.
All good.
No, I'm not going to cut it now. I'm just saying, like, like 10, 15 minutes.
I lost my train of thought, but
Nigga, you talking about being stagnant.
You just mentioned stagnant and complacency. Let's talk about it, right? I'll take the lead from here.
Look at him. Check him out.
I think...
Tell him something.
I'm out here reading his mind. I think it's like I'm out here speaking for him when he doesn't know what he wants to say. It's like I'm just translated to vocalize his emotion. But yeah, talking about stagnation and complacency, right? It's like
stagnation. That's a real word. I've never heard that.
I don't know, maybe.
Hey,
fuck it up. Get us the
that motherfucker sounded slick. That motherfucker sounded smooth.
Maybe it is, and y'all can correct me.
What the fuck is he talking about?
But essentially,
yeah, that shit sounded smooth.
I mean, hey, I did graduate. I got a bachelor's degree.
Hey, you went to college. I ain't go to college. I went to college for like 6 months. Said fuck it, bro. Yeah. For those 6 months, I ain't even go to college.
But I think what you were trying to get at is like in terms of like maybe overcoming plateaus, and whether it be in your personal life, business, maybe goals and ambitions that you have, or maybe and then complacency in the sense of like getting too comfortable, right? Nah. Yeah, I mean, no, real talk. But like in terms of like it's like oh cool, like there's always more to be had, right? It shouldn't just be like, like yes, we've made it kind of like with where Josh is at right now, and Anthony.
A lot of people would look at both of you guys and be like, man, these guys are on top of the world,
Yeah.
And y'all personally are like, bro, there's more. I can do more. I can have.
We ain't even reached the surface.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like this is one gym. These motherfuckers might want 5.
There you go.
Look at your background. Bro.
Yeah.
Look where we at, bro.
But even still, like even being when we first walked in, we was like, yo, oh my God, this is so great, this is so amazing, so happy for you guys, so proud of you guys. And Josh is like, yeah, but we need to fix this.
See everything that's wrong.
You know what I mean?
When it's a reality, bro, you start seeing everything that's wrong with it. You don't even take it in. Like, like I'm grateful. That's the thing. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm grateful, super grateful. But at the same time, you see everything that you need to do and everything that needs to be done.
Yeah. My boy Muhammad, I've known Muhammad since we were like early 20s, like 20, 21. And
BJJ?
Yeah, Muhammad Ali, And the entire time I've known him, he's always talked about like, I want to open my own gym, I want to have students, I want to be like the master of this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school. And he's finally doing it. The other day, he took me to the gym, he gave me a tour, they're breaking ground, tearing everything down, making all new shit and everything. And he's a young dude, he's like 28, And I'm like, bro, this is so amazing, bro, this is so crazy, bro. And it wasn't like, Josh, like how you guys already like have all this stuff.
Like a foundation.
You know what I mean? Like it's literally nothing.
Right.
It's blank, And I asked Muhammad because like he's been putting so much time and money and energy into the gym. I was like, bro, like you must be so proud, bro. You know what I mean? He's like, no, not yet. And I'm like, bro.
Like that too, bro.
And I'm like, bro, like you've been talking about this ever since I met you, bro. Like you've been wanting to do this ever since you told me you wanted to be doing this since you were like 12, bro. Like it's finally here. This is the moment. And he was like, bro, honestly, like I'm probably not gonna feel anything until I walk in one day and there are like kids in here and there are like police officers and grown people like learning jiu-jitsu, and like when I personally don't have to teach a class where like there's like other coaches and people that I've hired where this is like a thriving business. When I see that is probably when I'll be damn, And it's probably the same thing for Ant and Josh, bro. They got the yoga studio going on in there, bro. They got, they can do Pilates in that motherfucker, bro. You go into the bathroom, it's a nice setup with the locker room and everything. They're like, nah, bro, we might want to put a sauna room in this motherfucker, bro. Or like, we might want to, turn one of these offices into something. Or like, we need more, designs and logos and art. You know what I mean?
So why is it important to have that what's next mentality?
Why is that important?
Yeah, why is that important?
Bro, you're never done. You're never done. It's never enough. You know what I mean? It's the same way when, like, earlier today, bro, we in here fucking hurting ourselves, working out and shit. Josh is like, yeah, bro, we're going to do 15 reps. Motherfuckers doing 16, 17. Give me one more. Come on, let's go, because it's not enough. You know what I mean? So, like, Josh and Ant might, even Josh, he's like, bro, like, there's going to come a point when I ain't even going to want to personally work here. Like, I want to come in here one day, work out, and get going because everything is already taken care of. There's coaches, there's staff, there's managers, there's regional managers. They can open up a second location, third location, fourth location. You know what I mean? Take over Connecticut. You know what I mean? On some fuck powerhouse shit. You know what I mean? On some fuck edge shit. You know what I mean? Take the gym to fucking Texas or something, or Los Angeles, or shit. Put one in New York. You know what I mean? So I get what he means by like, yeah, this is cool. Yeah. And like you said, you're grateful, but it's like there's more. I got more. I'm not done. So I think we all can attest to that, bro. Like I'm not gonna, say what's in niggas' pockets, bro. But we're all doing well financially, and like Shawn recently with your business, bro. You've been doing alright, bro. Like really good, But I know that's not enough.
Yeah, I'm not set up. I'm definitely not satisfied.
Yeah.
And
not satisfied.
I always thought it was a weird feeling. So like back when I used to model, I took you to the store.
Bro, this nigga randomly, bro. We go to the mall one day, bro. And he's like, yeah, bro, let's just go to DTLR real quick, bro. Look at some shoes, bro. I'm walking in the gym. This nigga's on a Nike poster, bro.
That's tough.
I was like, yo, what the fuck? I'm standing right here with the nigga, bro. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You want a billboard, nigga? You want a poster? Bro? He's like, bro, it's just a picture. I'm like, yeah, this ain't just no fucking picture, nigga. Like, you in DTLR, bro? Like, what the fuck? And then even like the cashiers and everybody was like, yo, that's you? Like, what the fuck? He's like, bro, it's a picture, bro. Humble. But it's not enough, because you could have stopped at the modeling thing. But go ahead.
Yeah, so, I'm just grateful to have that mentality, what's next. And I had a great conversation when I very first walked into the gym with Josh. And I'm currently still working my 9-to-5 job. And like Mike said, I'm doing pretty decent. I'm doing okay in my business, I'm doing pretty good for 25 years old. And most people would be content with where I'm at, but I'm just not content at all. And I just know that there's more. And there's some of you guys watching that probably like that in some aspect of your life, and I want to push you to, take it to the next level and don't settle, don't be complacent.
I think the key phrase is that I'm proud, but I'm not satisfied. Like for myself, I'm very proud of the man that I have become with like losing weight and doing better for myself financially, and even though I play around, I take care of what's at home, I take care of my woman, and I'm just proud of myself physically, bro. I came a long way, bro. I fucking died, you know what I mean? And I had to change my ways, but I'm not satisfied. I know I can more, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure, I lost 90 pounds, and now I've come back to 200, and I'm 200 again, and it was scary, but I'm like, oh, wait, I'm 200. Nah, I'm fat. I remember being 200 and fat. Now I'm 200 and I got a little mass, you know what I mean? And I'm proud of that, but it's like, I could do more. Like you even told me, you was like, yo, Mike, like we should do a show together. I said, fuck you. You know what I mean? Because it's like, well, damn, how much further can I go? What more can I do? Like I can be cool with this,
Every time
but it's deeper than that, bro.
You remember that?
There's always more.
That Nike commercial when Kobe was talking to Kanye. He was like, I'm talking about Jim.
Kobe, I've already sold 1 million records. Sell more records. But I'm the best. More. Be better. More. but Kobe, I've done everything. Do it again. And I think I can speak for all of us that we are all proud of each other and all proud of our accomplishments. None of us are satisfied though. For men under the age of 35, we've done a lot of shit that 30, 27, 25-year-olds would not be doing, you know, but there's more to it, you know, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, and I'll just chime in here a little bit and probably wrap this up. I would say even with myself in my own journey, right, it's like, you know, going from, you know, two different parallels of like professions, you know, going from like engineering to fitness, right, to completely different avenues.
Yeah, it's a turnaround.
Yeah, complete different turnaround. And, you know, to be where I'm at now, it's like, okay, cool, this is great. I enjoy what I do every single day of the week. But do I want to wake up 4 a.m. every day?
Fuck no.
Nah.
Do you want to work on Sundays early shit in the morning?
Do I want to work on
Absolutely
Sundays every week? Nah, but I'm doing it now.
Do I want to get 40 minutes of sleep? Nah.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like, it's like, you know, I'm doing this now, so this way it'll help pave the way for a better future. Even when I get to the end, you know, sometimes it's not even about the end, right? It's about the journey getting there. That really.
It's about the journey, bro. You talked about that, Josh.
Exactly.
Actually,
All about the journey getting there, and you know, just enjoying the process and being present in the moment, right? And understanding that every step of the way is a blessing.
I'm gonna let Josh close this, man, because I just think that's just super important, bro. Like, you're a very intelligent man, bro. You say a lot of real shit, you know.
Appreciate it.
And personally, I don't believe in motivation. I believe in being real.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get a floor to Josh, bro. Like, what's some real shit, like some real jewels that you think you can drop for the guys that will potentially watch or listen to this episode?
Man, I would say just keep going. Like, keep going, bro. No matter what you go through, keep going. You know, when you feel like you're stuck, when you feel like you in a hole, when you feel like you alone, when you feel like you're scared, bro, and you feel like fear is taking over, just keep going, bro. Keep pushing. You know, you're right there. It's like that meme when they put on Instagram when the dudes was digging for the diamonds, and the dude turned around.
He was
right
there.
That's literally what it could be.
And the dude right underneath him,
Yeah,
for a spot.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like, just keep going, bro. You just never know. Like, God rewards effort. That's how I look at it. So anytime you putting in work, no matter what it is, if it's in the gym, if it's school, if it's a sport, if it's in a relationship, a friendship, you know what I'm saying, bro? Just being a better person, that you get rewarded at the end of the day. Just like we talked about the compound effect, doing one small thing every day to better yourself. I think, like, that's what you should just be focused on. Like, people focus on the big picture things, and instead of laying one brick at a time, building the foundation, they want to focus on this huge goal, bro, and they want to microwave to success. They want to pop that bitch in 2 seconds later, it popped out, and they done. That shit never lasts. You know, so it's like, bro, it's okay to take the stairs. It's okay to not be okay. There's going to be days where we don't want to be here. It's going to be days where you don't want to go to the gym, you don't want to go to your job, whatever the case may be. It's okay to not be okay. But what are you going to do about it? How you going to respond? How you going to react? You know, and when you feel the fear, do that shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I say, man, like, and just like y'all talked about, like, just not being complacent and shit. That's why I got Nick tatted on my leg, because it's like the marathon continues forever. It's going to keep going until we're not here. And guess what? He's not here, and it's still going. You know what I'm saying? So it's like laying that foundation, bro, so when we're not here, we can leave a legacy behind, and it just keeps going and going and going.
Another thing that I would like to add, and Shawn and Will can add to something as well, is stop looking for handouts. You know, like, a lot of people go to God and ask God for strength, ask God for money, ask God for power, ask God for whatever, you know. And I believe that God, when you ask for strength, God will give you the opportunity to be strong. You know? If you ask for money or wealth, God will put you in a position to reach out for that opportunity. He's not just going to give it to you. You know, I'm not going to ask God for $1 million and then boom, here comes $1 million. But maybe I might meet somebody at a fucking 7-Eleven, bro, you know, who looks like some regular ass dude, who ain't really on nothing, bro. And that could be my plug right then and there. You know what I mean? And I brush them off. It might be somebody who wants to invest in a podcast, invest in the fitness business, and just want to talk to me because, you know, I have a certain you know what I mean? And he just fuck with that. He's like, yo, I might got something for you. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You ask God for anything. He's not just going to just snap his fingers and there you have it. But I believe that he will give you the opportunity to reach out and get it. You know, but you have to do the work. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing when you go to a job interview. You asking these niggas for a job. You asking these niggas for money. They're like, okay, why? Oh, because I need it. Okay, so does 100 other people. Why do you deserve this? You know, that's God. You know, giving you the opportunity, but you have to be prepared to receive it. You have to be prepared to act on that. Those my 2 cents.
So I'll leave it with one last chip. So the grass isn't greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it.
Talk to me.
So in life, there's ups and there's downs, right? So we're talking about in any situation in life, you can either win or you can learn, right? And, you know, either winning could be a sunny day, learning could be a rainy day, right? But you need rain for the grass to grow, right?
Hell yeah.
So the grass is not greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. And don't let that one go over here because that's a gem. So I'll leave it at that.
Hell yeah.
And every day is a blessing. So be grateful and be present. The greatest present is to be present in that moment. So
It will.
And I'll end it off with, don't be afraid to fail. Alright? We learn the most when we fail. We learn through our mistakes. And it's only through those failures and those mistakes that we could actually grow through those endeavors and actually be able to learn how to game plan around it and to be able to reach newer levels and newer heights. So I'll be
Hey man, gentlemen, thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another episode of Forsaken Pride. Shout out to Josh, man, at the Lost Breed for letting us come through and be in this facility and work out and, you know, being a friend, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm feeling bold right now because of the camera. But I don't want you to think that I'm saying this shit because of the camera, man. Well, I'm gonna try not to cry, bro. But you literally saved my fucking life, man.
Love, bro, for real.
And I need you to know that, you know, everything you've done for me, bro, you know, ooh, you touched me and it almost got me, bro. You know, everything you've done for me, man, has not, you know, been taken for granted, you know, and I need you to know that I love you, man. You know,
you too,
that's
bro.
real shit, bro. Thank you, man.
Yeah, you already know.
And, yeah, bro, you saved my fucking life, man, you know, and I just appreciate being a friend, being a brother, and being here with you today, and you just showing love to even, you know, be on the show and everything, man. Yeah. Shawn and Will as well, man. I love y'all boys, man. Y'all know that, man. That's real shit, man. You know what I mean? Y'all some of my best friends in the fucking world, man. A lot of the shit that I'm on now, I couldn't have been on without all 3 of you, bro. You know, Josh and Ed starting it off, piquing my interest in fitness, you know what I mean? And then me meeting them led to me meeting Austin, and me meeting Austin led to me meeting you, and then meeting Will, and all of y'all coached me and brought me up to where I'm at now, man. So I'm super fucking grateful for this moment, man. And I just want, you know, to leave you guys with just, you know, safe travels back home, and everybody's got to get back to, you know, their parts of life and their walks of life come Monday. Me and Shawn heading back home tomorrow, early afternoon, man. So I just need everybody to know that I appreciate your time, appreciate your effort, man, and just, you know, being here and being my friends, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, thank you. So, like, where can people find y'all, bro? Like, what's going on, man? How the fuck people get in contact with y'all, bro? We said some real shit and don't nobody know how to get to you, man. What, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, what's going on?
Yeah. Instagram at Will2Gain.
Yeah.
TikTok, Will Flex Daily.
Because he will flex daily.
Exactly. And then YouTube, William Santiago III, Roman numerals.
Yeah, man.
You can find your boy. I'm sorry, my voice is, I lost my voice, but you can find me on IG at I am Shawn Enrique. You can find me on TikTok at I am Shawn Enrique. What else am I on?
That boy everywhere, man.
I'm on YouTube, Shawn Enrique.
Yeah, man.
And so.
Big Josh, hit me, man.
Yeah, man. At Josh Levitan on Instagram, at RealJLev on TikTok, and then, as you know, the Lost Breed, man. At the Lost Breed, that's on Instagram and TikTok, YouTube as well. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all so much for checking out another episode of Forsaken Pride. Big Mike out.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, man.